Okay, we're fine. It's just taking it easy. What are you doing? Give it. Exercise.
You missed
In
it.
the car.
I had a very big drink in my mouth. Snot was starting to come out my nose with some water, so I just had to swallow it.
Okay,
It hurts so bad.
we're running to the store. Okay, well, Maysie goes to camp tomorrow, so we got her one last drive back for a week.
Turned on. We were so hilarious before the camera turned off. We were like actually dying of laughter. Like our stomach hurt so bad. I was laughing.
And I was
so
trying to
hard.
drive, and like my mother, when I laugh, my eyes get real squinty, and they start to tear up, and I go, that's how my mother gets
It
tickled.
was so funny.
Yanked it back like you're fishing. And I was like, what's it?
Fishing for a view. Just
You
kidding.
found me. Here I am.
Why didn't I threw the line back in?
Throw it back.
Palm tree. Just kidding. It's not a palm tree.
Here's palm tree. Ah! I'll give you this cappuccino.
And tomorrow we're gonna be filming on the way to drop me off, for sure.
Yes, and we'll film pickup. So this will be a video that takes place over the course of several days. Let's go. Maysie found the Skittles she's been looking for. It's a big giant
that.
juice bag. So now we get to guess which flavor. Because the flavors are labeled on the bag, on the back, but they all look the same. So what flavor is this?
Because they're fried Skittles. It says only
That
one
is,
rainbow matter during fried.
honestly, here's the thing though. Skittles pretty much all taste the same to me.
If you don't know why there's fried Skittles, it's bread buns. We will see you tomorrow morning, aka like maybe 2 seconds, like 0.5 seconds probably.
In the next clip.
Next day.
Today is the day. It's camp day.
Yeah.
It's camp day. We're heading off. Well, we're not going straight to the...
I'm going to get crepes with my friend who's going to be on my bus because she lives literally 5 minutes away from us.
Yes. So it's just before 9, Sunday morning. Like May said, heading out to get crepes. Ben's in front of us because she wants to have breakfast with both of us before she hops on the bus. So we'll do breakfast, then we'll go to the drop-off spot. We've got her luggage, which is actually... I'm so used to 2 weeks with like all the luggage.
With like 3 bags, with like the suitcase in that bag, but then like another bag for like a pillow and stuff. And yeah.
Because one half of her suitcase is just towels and sheets and
So
blankets.
normally for 2 weeks, the other half is all my clothes. This is just 1 week. I can fit everything in there with my clothes. This is in camp from a camper's perspective versus a parent perspective. Yeah. What is it like as a parent perspective?
Comforting to see how enthusiastic and caring the counselors are. To know that there's so much to do that you won't be sad. You know, there's not enough downtime
To be sad.
to be sad and homesick. Her first year, I knew I was going to miss her, but I was worried more about her being sad and missing me. But it turned out that she was so busy she didn't even have time to remember
Yeah, I
that
kind
she
of
was
like forget
sad.
about you.
Which is fine, which is the best option because I don't want to
pickup
think
day, I
of
was
her
like-
just sitting there being sad.
On pickup day, I was like, oh yeah, I have mom.
Yeah, my mother.
Yeah, no.
It's always nice to see her at the end of a
The
week.
only time that I get teary at the end of like camp is whenever other kids are getting picked up, and then I'm just sitting there like,
Where's my mom?
yeah, that's the only time I get sad.
But this year, I don't get to come out to the camp to pick her up. I have to pick her up where I'm dropping her off because they're very safe. So they're trying to keep all the cooties out of camp. So parents don't get to actually drop their kids off.
Unless you are a cootie and you're going to camp.
The high school. Now the nice part about that, about drop off normally. So in years past, we would already be heading out there.
Like
Gates would open at 1 o'clock.
We'd be leaving probably
It's
about
9. We would already
now.
be leaving to get there
So it'd
because
probably be about the time.
the line to get in is ridiculously long. And there's check-in, they do temperature check, lice check, just, you know, all the checks before they even open the gates. And so you're sitting there in line, and it's usually pretty hot or raining or both for hours. I mean, you don't have to go up early, but you're going to be at the very back of the line, and
You're still going to be sitting there for hours.
it's going to take hours either way. There's just no way around it. And the gates would open, and we would drive in, and they would all, like, the counselors would be making a literal
like,
tunnel
"Woo!"
for the cars, and the kids would be hanging out the windows, waving, honking, and they've got,
That was me.
you know, their tribe written on their car. There's photographers going, sir, 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 to take your picture.
Well, ma'am, if they can tell.
Well, it was her. Sir. And then you're just like overwhelmed by the enthusiasm, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And then they
drive you.
swarm in on the car.
Not yet.
No, wait, they get your name, they put your cabin number on your window.
They take you to your parking cabin.
Point you to your parking space. The counselors swarm in. They take
Grab
the
all the
child.
stuff.
They take all the luggage, and then they're like, "Go park!" And so then the moms are like in this line, snaking through camp to get down to the parking area. And then we would park, and then you could shuttle back up, or I always walk because I like to walk through camp.
And then most of the time, I leave you and I do my swim test.
And usually by that time, she's already unpacked. She's wearing her bathing suit, and she's at the pool, finishing up
In
or
line
in line for her swim test.
One year, it rained really bad whenever it was drop off. Like, so bad my mom couldn't even, like, come say goodbye to me.
No,
because
it was
downpouring.
lightning, and they kept telling everybody, get under cover for lightning. And where I was at the store, and where I wanted to be was several buildings over, so I could say goodbye to her. And it was pouring. The funny thing was that it wasn't raining until after I parked my car, and from the time it took for me to park my car and start walking up, it started just a deluge. And then they're like, everybody undercover, there's lightning. And I was walking around God, I can't even talk. I roamed around the store for about 20 minutes, bought a hat, a Cato hat. Was just waiting for it to die down so I could go up there, and it never did. And so I tried to cross, and as soon as I stepped foot into the open area, ma'am, you need to go back. I'm like, ah. So I waited, and
They're very safe, like we said before.
After like 30 minutes, I'm like, you know what? This rain's not letting up anytime soon. She gets it. She'll understand. So I just rode her shuttle back down to the car. I was soaked. I'm telling you, first session, I think there's only been one drop-off day where it wasn't raining and it was sunny. Hello. We had our breakfast.
At Camp Regal opening day for CWE session 1.
We don't need to hear that. We know what it is. It's saying it's time for camp. Oh, look, I see counselors.
There they are.
See over there? They're playing hacky sack.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's going to get a swab up her nose.
Y'all are going to see that. I'm going to be like...
And she's going to get on the bus for a week. Not on the bus.
Not on the bus for a week.
She's going
Go
to get
on the bus and then be gone for a week.
She's on that bus somewhere. I don't know where she went. Today is the day. It's a bright, beautiful, sunshiny day. It's because our sunshine is coming home. First, though, I'm going to get as much judo as I can, because the next 2 weekends I'll be art marketing and I won't be able to go to judo. So, going to judo, get the girl, and she'll be back. All right. See you soon. Well, I get to the gym, and I thought, man, there are a ton of cars here. There are never this many people at Open Mat. Open Mat wasn't for another hour. And I remembered, oh, yeah, they're testing the kids this morning, the low ranks, Saturday morning. So I walk in, and there's just a ton of parents. There's people even outside peering in the windows like a creeper. I walk in, and, of course, there's no judo anywhere. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm here, and I'm in my workout clothes. And so I did a little tiny bit of lifting. So now I'm here at the school, waiting for the arrival of the bus. I'm about 30 minutes early. Wait, she's pointing people to go back and around. Okay. I don't know what's is happening? Other cars are in a line, and I'm just sitting here in a parking spot. Okay. I'm not even sure what's happening right now, but I feel compelled to remove myself from the spot and like get all sideways, which I don't know if that's going to be okay, but otherwise I can't see what's happening. I am just going to follow the rest of these cars. Yep, there's Macy's suitcase right on the end. Now we wait. Got us in lines. They're pulling the luggage off of the U-Haul so they can get it to us. She said the bus is running a little bit behind. It's 10 o'clock now. So I don't know how much is a little bit, but there's 2 lines of parents waiting for their kiddos they haven't seen in a week. And I feel like the line is stretching out of the parking lot down the street. There's always a big closing ceremony that the parents go to at the end of camp if we... You know, when we got to go to the camp to pick up, the closing ceremony was like at 9 or 9:30, because that's when they handed out awards and recognized kids and showed footage from the week, and they sang and danced, and it's a good hour to get here from the camp. I mean, the camp is in town, the next door town, but it's at the lake. So I'm just waiting. Still waiting. It's now 10:40. I have luggage. I see a bus. It looks like it's in the road and it's not moving. Maybe waiting for a turn signal. There's a bus. And here she is. She gets in the car today and she's like, all of the camp chants and songs start coming out.
We love the air conditioning. We love the AC. That's how I felt, because at camp there's no AC.
And then she starts, all hail the AC.
Because at camp, the boys would go, all hail the fan. It's like, all hail the AC.
So yeah.
It was really great.
I've been hearing stories. There's the centipede. Bested by scissors eventually because the foot wasn't doing it. And she got to be in a quad cabin, which means they're stacked and there's a bathroom in the cabin instead of a bathroom outside that you have to share with the other cabins, which is nice.
It was nice.
And not as much rain as they had thought, but some rained out activities that had to get rescheduled and some excitement. And
we won the reindeer games.
Won the reindeer games, that's nice.
Oh, here, so what are the chants? So they're in like the counselors do a thing a week before the campers come where they act like campers. And the top staff act like counselors. So they could see what it's like. And one of the things, the chants that the boys made up was we. Then you just do that 8 times as you want. And at the very end, after the you go ho 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 for your mustache.
Sounds about right. Camp. She got a cute shirt, some cute shorts, a nice new hat.
Nice sunburn.
A
real nice tan. Look at this.
She's getting some. Oh, the farmer tan has come back. Look at that.
You can't see her sunburn. It's there.
Now we just ate, had our coffee, and now we're heading straight to testing.
I'll show you it in a minute after I'm filming.
To help a friend with his practice test.
I'm excited to go home
and flop.
See the kitties, watch Norris Nuts, and play Minecraft.